Good morning. Ooh, y'all, it's supposed to be like 93 degrees here today, and it's already like 77. Oh my gosh, the heat. Oh, I forgot to turn off my floodlight. Do I want to run back? Me and this floodlight, I tell you. I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna turn it off when I get back. But I'm heading into the office this morning, and I wanted to talk a little bit about this viral, clip going around where the girl is talking about, women are not getting the love they got in the 80s and the 90s, and why aren't they? All right, we're back. So y'all know I had to comment on this, why aren't men treating us like they did in the 80s and the 90s video. I had to comment because that's my era. That's my generation, and I remember it well. I remember it well. Those memories of my dating life in the 80s and the 90s, that's actually what's keeping me alive out here. Like, I don't know what I would do. I honestly, truthfully, y'all, I don't know what I would do had I not experienced dating in the 80s and the 90s. I don't know what I would do now. Like, I honestly think I would kind of just be like, dang, I need to just be by myself. I need to just get a group of girlfriends, and and honestly, that's what women today are doing. Getting a pet, getting a group of girlfriends, and just they're just at a loss. It's really sad to me. But I want to give you some tips on if you want to receive that 80s, 90s type of respect and reverence and love and all of that. If you want to get that, I'm gonna give you some tips on how to get that. Okay, so the number one tip is you are going to figure out, and a lot of you all are going to fight me on this, but you're going to figure out if this feminist dogma, this feminist propaganda has seeped inside of you, and you're going to get it out of you. Because a lot of women don't even realize how affected they have been by this third and fourth wave feminism. They don't even realize it. It is something it's subconscious. And between the television programming and everything else, like, you've been affected. You've been affected by this. And you don't even realize it. It's very deeply subconscious. But, the whole I don't need a man, that I don't need a man rhetoric. And if that's the energy that you coming with, you got to drop that. You got to drop that I don't need a man rhetoric. That's the first order of business. The second order of business is you need to love yourself for real, for real. And I don't mean this, this feminist love yourself. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about the, my body, my choice, and, I can do whatever I want with my body. That's not self-love. That's not self-love. The Bible even says that, yes, while we are, able to do anything, any and everything that we do is not good for us. Okay? Just because you can do it doesn't mean it is good for you, for your soul, for your body, for your spirit. See, that's the self-love I'm talking about. You have to have knowledge and wisdom. You have to apply the knowledge and wisdom to know what is good for you and what isn't. So, you got to stop giving away the free sex. That's something my generation never even thought to do, is lay down with a man that we are not in a relationship with. Lay down with a man that we're not exclusive and committed to. Lay down with a man who did not spend weeks and months, and some of us years, pursuing us. That right there, I'm gonna let that sit, okay? But this whole I got needs too. I mean, Lord knows, if I hear that saying one more time, well, Anita, I got needs too. And so your needs are going to allow you to disrespect yourself and let a man disrespect you. Your needs are going to allow you to give yourself away to a man who hasn't earned your heart. Come on now, stop it. Stop with that. Okay. So, I want you to give up the feminist dogma, that rhetoric. Give up the I don't need a man. Okay, that's got to go. If you want to get the 80s, 90s respect and reverence from a man, you've got to have standards for yourself. You've got to respect yourself and love yourself. You are not giving yourself or your body or your time or your energy away. That's the theme of my entire generation. You know, impress me. That's what I tell younger girls. You know what the theme of my entire generation was? What you got? Impress me. You know, like, I'm not just because you say hello, just because you sent a brief message in the DM, it's called so what? So what? You better come stronger than that. My generation invented the whole buy me drinks. That was my generation. Send over a drink, buy me drinks, buy all my girlfriends drinks. We invented that. Okay? So I don't know what y'all doing now, but we invented that, which is impress me. Impress me. That's how you get my time and energy and attention. Invest in me. My generation invented that. But see, this modern day generation, guess what I think is so funny? The modern day generation has flipped that on its head. Guess what women are doing now? They're trying to impress you. They're trying to impress you with their degrees and their houses and their cars and their stuff, and thinking that that's what's going to get a man. Thinking that means something to a man. I have to laugh out loud. Really? This what we doing? Well, and I've done all of this. Look at all my accolades. That's supposed to make you want me. No, it don't. No, it don't. If y'all haven't learned anything else, please understand, they don't give a fig about that. They really don't. They're not thinking about all that. And I know that hurts you to the bottom of your soul, but it's the truth. I'm here to give you some truth this morning. A man does not care about all of that. Remember, you doing that for you. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with you doing that for you. But please don't think that that's something that's a pro on a man's list of what he's looking for in a feminine woman. Because it's not. It's not. Sorry. It's not. She said balance is key. Forgive yourself if you do have sex before a committed relationship. Definitely respect the generation before us. Yeah, because let me tell you something. We invented this game, like I said. And then there's modern day women that get mad. They get mad when we try to school you. We try to school you on, okay, this is what works. You know, like, this is what works. And a whole lot of women, they don't. It's sad to me. And I'm just like, stop trying to reinvent the wheel. Like, this is what works. What my mother did, what my grandmother did, what I did. That's what works. That's what works. But here's another thing that I think is so interesting. Younger people, younger women, and it's mainly women in their 20s and their 30s, they love to scream about how oppressed their mother or grandmother was, or they love to scream about, like, they make up these stories. And I don't know if maybe they hear some of these stories. Maybe you know some women that, okay, their man cheated or beat on them or what have you, but like, okay, and I want you to at least take the time to say, okay, those were the people that I knew. Like, let me find some stories of mothers and grandmothers and great grandmothers who had great marriages. Can I be honest with y'all? It's all about your perspective. It's all about your worldview. My worldview, now I was blessed. My worldview was, yes, I saw healthy relationships. Yes, my grandparents, oh my gosh, they were each other's soulmate. That's what y'all would call it today. They married, had 10 children. My grandfather died. My grandmother never remarried. They had an amazing relationship. So when I hear these stories about how horrible the 20s and the 30s and the 40s, I'm like, where are y'all getting this from? And then here's the thing. I'm thinking, if you're 25, how do you know that? Like, how do you know how horrible the 50s were? How do you know how? I have women falling in the DM all the time talking about, why are you promoting being a housewife? Why are you promoting, being a mother and being a housewife? That's so awful. And they're 25. Never been married and never had no kids. How do you know? Like, how do you know that? Have you tried it? Have you tried it? I have. See, this is what is burning me up. I'm not telling you anything I haven't done. I'm not theorizing. It's not a theory for me. It's a reality. That's why I encourage younger women to listen to older women. Okay? And not the old bitter ones, not the ones that, you know, are doing everything for a man and then the man mistreat them. Not them women. I really need you to listen to healthy feminine women who know how, who are hypergamous, who know how this game really works. So not the women that's out there, not the Shirleys of the world, you know, that's out there doing everything, buying the man clothes and sleeping with the married man and doing, now not them. Don't listen to them, okay? Because they don't know, they don't have game. You need to listen to the women who are getting men multiple engagements, multiple engagement rings, women who aren't barely lifting a finger and got men running after them. Those are the women I want you to listen to. So, She said, my great grandma wasn't taking no mess. Yeah, that's right. Married 60 plus years. Good for her. Yeah. Yes. If women stick together, we won't have men fund. Yep. That's it. And we did. We did. That's what was so sad. In the 80s and the 90s, like if a man liked us, honey, we did our research. We did our research. We found out from, and it wasn't no social media. That's what was so crazy. It wasn't no social media then. You talked to a friend of a friend of a friend, and you found out, is that man married? Does he have a girlfriend? Or if I remember being at UMCP and there was a guy from, I don't know if it was, was it Morgan State from, another college? I said, okay, this dude is interested in me. He came to UMCP to a frat party. He went to Morgan State. I had my team on it. I said he could have a girlfriend there. He could be a player there. I don't know what he's about. I had my girlfriends check that man out. I had my guy friends check that man out. Yeah, who is this dude? Who is mama and them? Who is people? What is he about? Like, all of that is thrown out the window. Y'all, it just amazes me. We have more information than ever, and women are out here finding out that a man is married or got 5 kids or been to jail or all this other foolishness, and you have more information than ever. Do your homework. Some of this is not doing your homework. You're not looking or asking or finding out anything about the man, and then you laying down with him, falling in love with him, and oops, he's married. Oops, he got a girlfriend. He got all these kids. He got all this baggage. No, do your homework. That's what the 80s and the 90s babies is about. We were like, I'm not getting involved with this guy unless I know who he is, who his people is, who his mama and them. Do your homework. So, good morning. Yeah, I don't get it, y'all. I don't get it, but I'm just here to tell you. See, that's right. She said, I had it. I know it exists. That's right. Move on. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. But if you're younger, if you're in your 20s or your 30s, see, this is all you've ever known. So you're just like, dang, I don't know what to do. These men are crazy. But here's what I want you to do. If you're in your 20s or your 30s, I simply want you to listen to women 45, 50 plus that's teaching you something healthy, that's trying to help you out, that don't want you to reinvent the wheel, that's trying to kick game that actually works. Okay? I want you to love and respect yourself. I want you to know your worth, and I want you to act like it. Like, that's it. That's it. And if everybody gets on that train, men will have no choice but to figure something out. Dang, I barely got a job. I barely got a place to live or a car or anything. And ain't nobody interested in me. Then get something. There was a Jay-Z song. I don't know if y'all familiar with this, so I'm about to date myself. It was the, where him and the girl were singing. And it was called, Can I Get a What to My... Yeah, that one about, him talking about women who wanted money. Man, that's my jam. Because the girl is like, if you ain't got nothing, baby boy, you better get up, get out, and get something. I like a lot of provider. See? Okay? No. You got to have something. And if you come with something, if you produce a rocker, I might introduce you to mama and papa. See? Okay, like, I'm not about that. I'm not about that. But that's my jam right there, because she telling the truth. Like, yeah, because what she say? Can I get a what to my ladies who you fellas gotta have dubs? Like, I ain't giving no love unless a fella got dubs. Yeah. Like, you gotta be about something. You have to be about something, and it's not all material. I don't want to make it seem like that, but I do like that song, because I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, nah, I can't fool with you. You can't get nothing from me, and you're not coming with anything correct. No. Oh, she said, men are mentally abusing women, and women don't want to talk openly. Yeah, we gotta stick together though. We have to stick together. Because at the end of the day, yeah, the J's there we go. That's my jam. That's my jam. Let me tell you. I love that song, because she telling no lies. And look, Jay-Z, and even Jay-Z know, that's why he made the song. He said, he want to know, does the woman really love him, or is it about the trips, or is it about the this or that? But she's saying back, like, look, boo, I can't be with you and you broke. Like, that's a woman's nature. That's an evolutionary fact, that women are going to seek men that are about something. We're going to seek men that have resources. We can't, be with you and expect you to take care of us and our babies, and you don't have anything. That's in a woman's nature. Don't be mad about that. So, sorry. No, but stop giving yourself away to these men. They need, like I said, it might as well be tattooed on my forehead. Impress me. Like, as soon as a man come up, that's the look I have. Like, what you got? Impress me. Tell me something. Because what you saying, you really ain't saying nothing. Like, tell me something. Impress me. And that's the attitude I want you to have. Sweet, feminine, but really, impress me. Like, that's it. That's it. And don't be, beguiled by words. Don't be beguiled by the word salad. A man telling you how beautiful you are, how this, how that. I get that all the time. Like, I literally want you to be unimpressed by words. And I understand the science behind this. Women do love words. They love words. And oftentimes they get beguiled by words. The man has put no action behind the words, but before we know it, we throwing our panties at him because of what he said. Not me. Not me. What else you got? Like, oh, really? Like, that's my response to a whole bunch of words. Yeah, ooh, girl, you make a beautiful wife and this and that. Really? Like, so? You telling me that is called so. Oh, okay. Oh, thank you. That's it. That's all a man gonna get from talking all the time. Okay, thank you. Oh, love it. Appreciate it. I'm not giving him nothing. I'm not doing nothing with him. We ain't going nowhere, because that's called so what? Yes, she said they want us to impress them, but see, we have to be like, like, nope. But the roles have reversed. Women have become more masculine now that feminism has pushed us clean to the other side. It has pushed us clean to the other side. So instead of landing somewhere in here, we're like way over here. And now we're the men. We're the men. We're out here, working hard and starting companies and being CEOs and being a boss babe and all of that. And it's like, we're the men. And the men have become women. But here's the cold hard truth. What has woken up a lot of women finally is their fertility. So their fertility is screaming at them. They're just an inner knowing they're being overwhelmed and exhausted. See, now, because women weren't built to do what men do. We're not built to do what men do. That's a biological reality. And when we start to, age, our hair is falling out, we're fatigued, and, we got all these mental problems, and we're on antidepressives and all of that. Like, it's starting to dawn on us, like, I'm not supposed to be doing all this. Like, oh, this is kind of out of my nature. This is unnatural. And yes, you're going to break down. You're not meant for all that hard work. You meant for leisure. The hardest work you're supposed to do is have a baby. Like, that's it. all this 40, 50, 60 hours a week and not getting no sleep and all the stress. No, you're not meant for that. Can I be honest? And I know that hurts some people to their heart, but it's the truth. So, y'all, I'm heading into the office this morning. I'm headed into the office. She says, what is the solution? Honestly, I can give you the solution. You're not going to like it, but I'll give you the solution. Return to your femininity. Refuse to be a workhorse. Refuse to be the man. Refuse. Lay down the masculine energy. Like, lay that down. You can go to work, but outside of that, lay it down. Lay it down. And even then, I don't, even when I'm at work, I don't full force go into my masculine energy. I really don't. I still don't. Even at work, I'm like, just a little, And then look, as soon as work be over, I went right down. I ran right back to, oh, it feels so good to be the girl. Like, I sure do. I sure do. But that's the solution. You need to embrace your femininity. You need to embrace that God designed you as a woman to do what women do. The hardest work you're supposed to do is have a baby. And I know that's very controversial, but it's the truth. That's the hardest you're supposed to work, is have a baby. And all this other stuff you're doing, I would leave that alone. I do. I'll leave that alone. My hardest days are behind me because my kids are grown. My kids are grown. I had 3 babies and now they grown. That was the hardest I worked. And aside from that, I be chilling. Like I said, that's it. And then I want you to realize, okay, there are just some things that I'm just not going to do. And here's the thing. She says the men will have to get into position as well. We don't worry about them. At no point. That's why I always push back on that. I do not care about them. I only focus on myself. I do what I need to do first. It's called personal responsibility. And energetically, the way the world is set up, what I am is going to come to me, right? Where I am, water will seek its own level. I only focus on me. I do not focus on these men. I do not focus on what they're doing or not doing. That's the greatest advice I can give you. Stop waiting for them. Stop worrying about them. They need to go. Yes. Do I believe they need to go first? I do. But at the end of the day, because I believe in personal responsibility, I'm going to fall back and I'm going to stay back. I'm going to stay falling back until a healthy masculine man arrives. That's how I do it. So it doesn't matter to me that, oh, I tried dating this guy and he wouldn't plan a date. He wouldn't. Next. Oh, and I'm in a relationship with this guy and he doesn't do this and that. Next, because again, you're being flipped into your masculine energy, worrying about them, wanting them to change, worrying about what they're doing or not doing. Remember, embrace your feminine energy. So a big part of that is, I don't worry about them. I don't worry about what they're doing or not doing. No, I'm good. I stay on my side of the fence. She says, my sons are all grown. I'm truly working on getting back to my feminine side. Good. That's right. Embrace your feminine side and stop worrying about these men. Truly. Let them do their own work. I'm going to post a post I saw yesterday. I'm going to post it today about we got to stop raising our men. We got to stop parenting our men and mother. No, yuck. Ugh. I don't want nothing to do with it. I want a lover. I want somebody taking care of me. No, I can't do it. And in the meantime, focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. Women are so focused on what the men are doing or not doing. And instead, they don't want to lean back, focus on themselves. And then they're worried that, oh, well, they're not going to step up. They're going to forget, or I'm just going to be out here by myself. Okay, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Focus on yourself. And trust me, what's going to happen is going to happen. Trust me on that. But I'm focused on myself. I'm focused on my mental health. I'm focused on my emotional health. I'm focused on, living a life of leisure. I really am. And there are men out there now. And if you stay in this state, there will be more that are like, yeah, we can't get no woman unless we coming with something. We can't get no woman unless we're a man. And that's going to make more men. So, like I said, Yeah, that's it. But lean back. Stop seeking to control. Stop worrying about what they're doing. Stop talking about them. Like, I don't know what they be doing. I don't care. I'm focused on myself. I know what I'm doing. I know I'm chilling. I know I'm relaxed. That's what we have to do. So, yeah, they do need mental health services. You ain't never lied about that, for sure. But you know what? We're in an era right now where I do believe that's something that is becoming more and more and more popular. And I have more men in my practice. I do. It surprised me. It surprised me when men be calling and they be coming in. I'm like, okay. I feel good about that, because I'm like, yeah, I want to be a part of the solution. I want to help put some men on their feet and send them back out into the world to a good woman. So yeah, it's coming. It's coming slowly but surely. You all, thank you so much for joining me this morning. I'm jumping into the office. Please pick up a copy of the new book, Do Well, A Feminine Woman's Guide to Relationship Success. If you are in a relationship, if you are single and have not gotten the book, Choose Well, A Simple Formula to Determine the Best Man for You. Check it out on Amazon. I will be recording next month both of those books, the audio version of both of those books. I will be selling them through my site. I'm not going through Audible because it's just too expensive. So I'll be selling them through my site if you want an audio version of those books. And those books will also be sold on my site as well, probably late next month. So thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful Saturday. If it's hot where you are, stay cool. And as always, stay open to love.